Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hi, hello-y, my name is Loey, and no, you're not imagining things. I did indeed chop about a foot or so of hair off of my head. If you watch my channel regularly, you know I haven't had AC all summer and I finally had enough and I feel so much better. I feel so much better and my hair grows so fast it'll already be back at my shoulders by the fall. And I love this haircut. Honestly, one of the best decisions I've ever freaking made. I feel so cute. The bob life is the life for me. You're not here for my haircut though. Well, maybe you are. But that creepy freaking thumbnail along with the title of Not Your Normal Kids Show, I get it, man. It's nightmare fuel. And that's certainly what I thought of these videos when I originally stumbled across them. So today we're going to be diving back into the scary side of TikTok with honestly one of the creepiest sets of videos I've ever presented to you. If you ever want to participate in our scary side of TikTok videos, if you want to tag me in any of your scary finds, you can follow me at LoeyBugXO. We're really close to 500K, so if you want to help us hit it, that would be amazing. The videos that you tag me in may just show up on my YouTube channel. Much like this series, I had no idea about Not Your Normal Kids Show until I started being tagged by like hundreds of people who all said that this was something they wanted me to look further into. Not Your Normal Kids Show currently consists of 5 main episodes, although there are a few supporting videos to go along with it. I'll be including all of it just for context, but if you want to watch the entire thing yourself, you can head on over to the creator Beeveekee's TikTok account. I'll have her linked down below. I truly, while I will be going into this series, into the lore, the theories that I have around it, stuff like that, there is nothing like watching this by yourself at night. It will truly just crawl under your skin, and it's one of my favorite horror experiences I've had in a really long time. So I cannot recommend watching this whole series all the way through enough. But for now, let's dive into exactly what Not Your Normal Kids Show is. We open up on episode 1, which was dropped somewhat unceremoniously, as far as I can tell at least, on Beeveekee's TikTok account back in May of this year. We meet our main character, an unnamed but very cheery girl in kind of like white clown face makeup, a polka dot dress, some red accessories, a matching beret, the gloves. She's a fashion icon, may I just say. And this is not Your Normal Kids Show, FYI. While our main character speaks to us in this cheery, upbeat voice and is always smiling at us, you always get this sense that something's not quite right. Shortly after being introduced, we hear a ringing telephone, and that's when we meet our second character of this episode, Tall Man.
Thank you, Tall Man.
You did it. Close the curtains completely. Why don't you open the door? Open the door.
Oops, wrong number. But remember,
Don't open the door for strangers.
So that was a pretty quick departure from mildly creepy into sheer nightmare fuel territory, right? But it gets so much weirder than that. I want to point out that something that I think is really interesting here is that the main character's eyes seem to flash to this white color. At first, I really thought to emphasize the horror that is happening on screen. But sometimes I wonder if it's her way of emoting to us, because as you'll see, the further we go, she never breaks her smile. And I believe her eyes might be going white like that to warn us that there is danger, that something isn't quite right. And you'll see what I mean as we go on. Our girl's tummy has the rumblies, she's feeling hungry, she's feeling peckish, so she heads to the kitchen for some girl dinner in the form of grapes that also keeps switching back and forth from grapes into cockroaches, so that's pretty tasty. And of course, right as she pops one into her mouth stretches open in this horrific way. And the video ends after this, with the main character telling us that if we see Tall Man to please contact her. It would appear the Tall Man went missing right after this video. It seems like he literally was there for the phone call and then vanished.
thank you everyone for tuning into our show. We hope you've had a lot of fun and learned some new things.
After that, we see that there's a phone in an actual room playing this video. When Beeveekee, the poster herself, notices Not Your Normal Kid Show playing on her phone, she looks like confused, like she's not quite sure how it got there. But still, she's jamming out to music, she's hanging out, and suddenly somebody slips a note through her door. Then there's a knock, and she gets up to investigate. The tall man, his face just cropped out of view, is standing right outside her window. She runs to hide, but there's no use. The tall man is already inside. The video ends with a statement to us: let the tall man in. After this video, Beeveekee would not post about Not Your Normal Kids Show until June, and that's when she dropped episode 2.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm so glad you decided to join me again.
Our main character needs to do some laundry, but when she gets to the laundry room, it's pitch black. She says she's going to turn on the lights, and that's when we see something new.
So dark in here. Let's turn on the light.
Turn off the light. I like the dark. You can't see me in the dark. Turn off the light.
All done. That wasn't so hard now, was it?
I would have just left the laundry room to the creepy shadow man myself, but she's a braver beast than I. So she's folding up her laundry, and that's when she spots the time and realizes it's already 8 p.m. It's the end of the day. So she says that we need to go outside and say goodbye to the sun. And of course, since this is Not Your Normal Kids Show, the sun is really freaking creepy. He's got a creepy little face, but she says goodbye. And that's when the video glitches out and we receive a message. Stop watching this before it's too late. Before the footage just cuts back to the Not So Normal Kids Show.
Well, I should head to bed before Mother gets angry. We don't want to upset our parents now, do we? Thanks for watching. And remember,
don't have your leg outside of your blanket past 11.
Bye now.
We sort of meet our third character at the end of this video. I guess we hear about them for the first time, and that is the mother of our main character. All we know about Mother is that the main character should go to bed before she makes Mother angry, and that's just where it ends. Once again, there's a brief pause here in the videos, and Beeveekee posts the next video related to Not Your Normal Kids Show in July. All we know about Mother so far is that she might get angry if rules are broken in the house, but we'll talk more about her character later. About a month after this video was posted, another one goes up. In this video, Beeveekee plays herself, but in every shot, you can see that the tall man is lingering behind her, still clearly haunting her entire existence. When she snaps her neck in that cool transition, she turns into the main character of Not Your Normal Kids Show. And the caption here reads, "I'm glad to see you again." Shortly after this was posted, episode 3 of Not Your Normal Kids Show was dropped. It would appear that episode 3 begins where we last left off, with our main character still staring up at the setting sun. Then she moves her hair away from the back of her head, revealing a second face.
Oh, hi! You're here early. Sometimes it's good to be early. But our show starts at a specific time. You should remember that. Let's get started then, shall we?
Also, I keep calling her our main character. We don't find out her name until like episode 5, but it's Dottie. I'm gonna start calling her that though, so it's not as confusing, since we talk about her and primarily her for the entire video. Dottie turns around to address us, and while she has her ever-permanent smile on her face, something seems a little off. she's a little stern here, reprimanding us for turning up so early. Finally, we get our intro, and something I want to point out is that with every single episode here, one word kind of changes from this like colorful font into that red creepy font that you see. And like I said, one word will change into that per episode. So it's just getting creepier and creepier as time goes on. As we get into the episode, Dottie receives a cup of tea prepared for her by none other than the tall man, who seems to have reappeared, interestingly enough, after transforming Beeveekee into Dottie of Not Your Normal Kids Show.
Welcome back, everyone. So glad to see you again. It's been so long. I thought you forgot about me. It's not nice to forget about your friends. Right, tall man? You're so funny, tall man. Oh my. Come with me, everyone.
Perhaps Tall Man and Dottie are not really that good of friends, because suddenly as he's coming at her face, he stops. Although I would say he didn't have any intentions of it. He can't move anymore, seemingly. I think that she has some kind of control over the tall man. I think that that's why he's transforming Beeveekee into this character. After having her cup of tea, Dottie shows us to a lovely little garden in which she's been clearly growing some pretty flowers.
I've been growing something special for a while now. I think it's close to blooming. It's so beautiful. Remember, always water your plants so they grow strong and healthy.
As she's showing off her gardening skills, we see something flash on screen. It turns out that this reads Unravel Reality. Also, if you pause just in time, you can see that the flowers have turned into a hand reaching out of the barrel, as though something is buried in it. That's kind of where the episode ends.
Remember, always water your plants so they grow strong and healthy. Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. We always have such fun. You can always trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. I'll see you very soon. Bye now.
Episode 4 is where things start to get even weirder, if you can imagine that. The caption reads the words, "Everything has meaning," but written in reverse with a little mirror right beside it, I think to hint to you that you're supposed to mirror those words. Also, if you don't like spiders, I'm really sorry in advance. Dottie has a bit of a spider problem, and she decides to deal with that by telling us some pretty creepy facts about spiders.
Did you know some spiders lay their eggs inside living prey? And when they hatch, they consume their host from the inside out.
Then she shows us the spider itself. Listen to the audio carefully here. If you reverse that audio, it says something much different. Please save me. I'm in so much pain. I was a human once. It's interesting to me that the spider can't speak directly to us, and also that Dottie eliminates it as soon as it cries out for help. Never mind the spider though, Dottie tells us that it's Mother's lunchtime, and this is the second time that we're hearing about Mother, but kind of our first time seeing her.
That reminds me, it's Mother's lunchtime. It's important to meal prep. I have everything ready. All I have to do is add the chicken.
As you can see, the chicken is actually just what appears to be someone's face. And you can see what looks like a fleshy hand reach in to take the plate. I have an interesting theory. That fleshy hand, doesn't it kind of resemble the back of Dottie's head that she revealed in episode 3? What if Mother is the other side of Dottie and is basically being concealed at all times by her clown makeup and cheery personality, but she literally turns around and she's Mother. I don't know, maybe a weird theory, maybe a bit of a stretch, but that's what I'm thinking so far. We also have words flashing on the screen at the end of this episode saying power and consumption. And could that have perhaps been the face of the human that the spider once was? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to find out. You know who is missing though? Is Tall Man. The whole episode I was wondering, where is Tall Man? And now we get to find out.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. I feel like we're becoming closer than ever. Bye now. Oh, welcome back, Tall Man.
Where am I? Who are you? No, please.
Judging by the audio, I would say the Tall Man has brought someone to the world of Not Your Normal Kids Show. And I would say it's Beeveekee, but I don't know if Beeveekee herself is Dottie or if there's like two of them. Like maybe they both can exist at the same time. You can't really tell a difference in the voice. It certainly sounded like a similar voice to me as Beeveekee's normal voice. If she was already taken, Beeveekee, and turned into the host, Dottie, this would be someone new, but I'm not entirely sure who that would be yet. On to episode 5, and all the words have been changed to a scary font, and there is only one word in that kind of kitty bright text. As Dottie is talking to us, we see that an eyeball falls into her mouth. I still think maybe that points to the fact that she is also the Mother character, that they share a body, because if Mother is eating this face and maybe other creepy crawlies, maybe an eyeball would be coming back up, you know what I mean? Again, just a theory, and Dottie quickly excuses herself as soon as this happens. We catch up with Dottie for a second, but then somebody knocks on the door.
Let's continue, shall we? Oh, I wonder who that could be. Do you remember our first lesson? Look, everyone, someone sent me a present.
Her eyes go white, the music cuts out, and she says, "Do you remember our first lesson?" And I think that first lesson was never to open the door to strangers.
But remember,
Don't open the door for strangers.
Because when Beeveekee did it, even though she thought no one was there, she was accidentally letting the Tall Man in. A very glitchy, creepy human stands outside, and Dottie decides not to answer the door. But she has received a present. Inside is a blue portal with a similar color and sound effect to that we heard at the end of episode 4 when Tall Man came back with somebody who was like screaming off screen. Dottie starts to be sucked inside and then quickly closes it. And she warns us never to open any packages or gifts from strangers, since we never know what's inside. And at the very end of this episode is when Dottie tells us her name.
huh? What's that? You want to know my name? That's silly. You already know my name. See? It's pronounced. I can't wait to see you again real soon. Bye now.
You can see here it's spelled out in Morse code, but it translates to Dottie, which I saw in the TikTok comments here also translates to gift of God. And that's where I leave you with Not Your Normal Kids Show. I'm so excited to hear what you guys think about these videos. This has truly been a series that I have just been hooked on. Every single time a new episode drops, I am glued to my phone watching it, trying to figure out like what kind of creepy messages are inside. I cannot get enough, and I cannot wait to hopefully update you with more of this story, more explanation, maybe a little bit more theorizing. And I hope you enjoyed my little reaction, explanation, all of that fun jazz. Once again, don't forget to support the original creator, Beeveekee. I'll have her linked down below. Before I go, I want to say a huge thank you to my channel members for supporting this channel. If you want to become a channel member and get extra members exclusive perks, including members only videos, polls to help me decide on future video topics, exclusive members posts and updates, and so much more, you can click that little join button. It should be somewhere around the screen, probably right next to the subscribe button, we would love to have you. A very special thank you to our VIP loves, Raina, Lexi Morin, Keisha, Brenda Mole, Cass, Cataly, Megan, Theo, Angel Biggs, Fox Goblin 666, Mac, Big Guy Mal, Dantia Beecham, and Lindsay Kiernan. Thank you guys very, very much for your support. That's gonna be it for me today, guys. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you very, very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.